just going to run through a videoed hand assessment. It's absolutely fine for you to just leave the film running while you might check the document or look at my video or whatever, that kind of thing. It's totally okay. Don't feel you have to edit anything. If it ends up being a 15-minute video, I just swipe through the irrelevant bits. So don't worry about things at all. I'm going to use here, this is a yoga block, but this could just be the edge of a desk or anything like that, just something that's got an edge to it. I'm filming on my phone with the front camera, so I can see myself in it. That's good enough quality, that's absolutely fine. First off, I'd like to look at the hand itself, if you can hold that sort of reasonably up close. I'm looking here at the thumb lengths, different finger lengths, that type of thing. Then the hand sideways, and then also the hand backwards. And just allows me to look at finger length ratios and such like. From there, I'm then going to look at what's called a hook grip. So that's curling all of your fingertips down to try and touch at the bottom. What we don't want in order to achieve that is for this angle to change. So the back of the hand, that first joint, stays upright. That's it. And we just look at it in that way. From there, we'd then go down into a full fist, and then keeping that part still, open the fingers out to be straight, curl back into a full fist, and up again. So just to show that again, hook grip first of all, just to see can we get fingertips touching down. If not, just tell me what's going on. And curl into a full fist, and then straighten the fingers out in front of you and back up again. Fantastic. Okay, then going to look at fingers coming apart and together. We can do this, and it's then important to look at whether or not that can be maintained. So as you can see here, I'm doing it, continuing to do it, sort of 10 or 15 seconds or so, and also get some bit of speed into it and see what the coordination of the fingers is like. The next part, just need a piece of paper, which I've obviously left somewhere. There it is. And we're going to imagine for the rest of this test that we're testing the middle finger. So what I then want to do is put a piece of paper between the first two fingers, so this is involving the middle finger, and see how you can hold on to it while you pull out, and then also the same with the finger on the other side and pull out. What we don't want to do is clamp all of the fingers together. That's giving us a false reading, if you like, because the other fingers are involved. So it's just the middle finger and the index, and then the middle finger and the ring finger. And I would also like you then to test that on your other hand, your hopefully unaffected other hand. And literally just feel, does that feel about the same level of resistance that you're able to give? Again, imagining that we're looking at the middle finger here over anything else. We want to put the fingers together and then try and open them. Or if you wish, you can open them and try and keep them open as you force them closed. And we do the same again with the finger that we're looking at and the one on one side, and then the same on the other. And again, we would look at that on your unaffected hand as well, just to make sure everything is functioning correctly there, and it gives us a comparison. And we're just really looking for distinct differences. Don't overthink it. If you're really not sure, then it's probably not that important, if that makes sense. Then with hand out straight and flat in front of you, again, we're going to use the example here that we're testing the middle finger. I just want you to push down on the middle finger, on the fingernail, whilst resisting. And then again, do the same on your unaffected side to see if that side is as strong as the other. Then going to look at the range of the end joint. So again, middle finger, just stuck up in the air. Place the pointer finger of your other hand around the front and on that back knuckle. So we're going to block that middle knuckle. Then place your thumb in the middle of that bone, not on the joint line, because that will block the action that we want to do. So we're stopping this middle joint from being able to bend. And then we bend the end joint on its own, you can see. We should be getting down to about sort of 80 degrees or so with that. And again, we check that against the other to see, is the range the same there too. Then another test, again looking at middle finger. Slide your hand between your other fingers, keep the finger flat, or keep the hand, flat on the table, and curl the middle finger over. It can be good to see this from the side as well. So you can see I have my other 3 fingers held flat against the table, hand flat on the table, and we're curling that middle finger over. And again, if you could then do that on the other side and show me that too, to see that they behave the same on both sides. Then what I'm using the yoga block for is to create a 90-degree angle. So you can see that will go sideways here. I want you then to push against that end joint and push out as hard as you can there. And again then test that on the other hand. Does it feel the same? Then in that same position, so I've just got my fingers bent to 90 degrees here, is to just lift that finger on its own out as high up as you can. Then want to go sort of a stage further with that and lift it up. We keep it in contact with the yoga block or the table. We just want to make sure it's up as high as it can be and then let it go and see if it stays there. Sometimes if we've got a problem with extension, you'll find that maybe it can't come all the way up, but it feels like you're trying as hard as you can, so it feels like it's doing what it should. But then we give it a little bit of assistance and you'll find, oh, you've actually got more range there. But then when you let go, sometimes it'll stay there, sometimes it'll drop back down. And this is just looking through that. Then we would like to look at if we have any particular sensitive spots, any particular sensitive movements that you've noticed. You may want to either, you can pull on the edge of something and show me. You can pull against your own thumb, so that when it's loaded sideways, for example, then I get pain down the side here, or it's open positions that get it when I pull down with my other fingers. That's particularly sensitive, that type of thing. So please feel free to spend a minute at the end just running through symptoms and such like and what you're noticing at that time.